In the event of a water damage emergency, call PuroClean of Cenla.
No matter the weather, Alexandria Emergency Hospital is always here for you. Rain or shine, our doors are open 24/7 to provide the care you and your loved ones need fast. Every second counts, and Alexandria Emergency Hospital is here to help you through any storm.
Hey, good morning, everybody. It's going to be a busy day. That's what it's looking like right now. What we have here are some high clouds moving in, upper level moisture preceding that low level moisture that actually is kind of returning as well. Dew points up in the mid 60s. But we have seen chances for severe weather increasing. That was the action rooter camera at my brother-in-law's house. He's at Toledo Bend, though. I don't know why. Why am I promoting him? Oh, wait, he pays for that camera. So we have rain showers offshore. We have some light stuff down there. I think this surge is inland today, and we'll see some scattered stuff. So I think if you're heading to the LCU football game, I think they might be moving the time. I talked to the chief of police out there. I'm not sure what the final call on that is, but if you are going to that game, check ahead. So we have some storms already out here off to the northwest into Texas and Oklahoma, and then cool stuff up to the north. We're really going to cool off. And if it weren't for this severe threat today, I'd be talking about 2 weeks from now when I really think we're going to cool off. 72 degrees Alexandria right now, 70 in Faraday. Dew points are up in the mid to upper 60s, so we're juicing the atmosphere up, and it looks like a pretty busy afternoon and especially evening and overnight. So it's windy already. We have breezy conditions, 10 to 20 mile per hour gusts out there. It's going to get gustier throughout the day, about 20 to 30 on those gusts. And of course, it will be stronger near those storms. Now, I had said that the chance for tornadoes and stuff was pretty much going to stay north of our area. Unfortunately, everything trended a little further south and stronger. So while I say there is a chance, it's 5% within 25 miles of a point per the Storm Prediction Center. This is not a high-level chance or anything like that, but I do think we have that threat for at least some severe weather for today. 86 degrees, stormy by 4 p.m., well, for some. I think at 4 p.m. we're going to see about a 30 to 40% coverage, and then overnight tonight, that's when we get the main boost of rain to come on through the area. This is the broad brush view. The Storm Prediction Center has a slight risk. This is their level 2 risk from St. Louis down to Alexandria, back to Dallas, over toward Muscle Shoals. And closer in here, you can see that wind threat. That's going to be our main issue. So we got a 15% risk on that. And again, this is within 25 miles of a point. This doesn't mean you have a 15% chance that your roof's going to blow off. It just means you have a 15% chance that you'll see a gust greater than 60 miles per hour, like in your parish. So take that for what it's worth. It's hard to explain that stuff. I know it can be get a little in the weeds on that, but the tornado risk has gone from 0 to, or less than 2%, I should say, up to 5% for the northern half, 2% risk within 50 or 25 miles of a point. Too many numbers, and that is for the southern half of the area. So I do think we'll see a few warnings out of this. Hopefully not tornado warnings, but we'll be here to cover things. Again, I'll be in a dunk tank this evening from 5:30 to 6, but then I come home and I'll be here to do the live stuff for you. So this is what we have going on in the tropics. We actually do have an area we're watching. They're way down in the Caribbean. 30% risk on development. This is the one we were talking about a few days ago. And again, I think this hooks out to sea, so to speak, but whatever it is going to stay east of us, but it could impact Florida, Cuba, some of these islands down here, Jamaica, the Caymans, things like that. So if you have a cruise planned or something like that, it's something you're going to want to check ahead on. But for us for today, it looks like these showers and thunderstorms are going to be an issue, and I'm going to actually have to pull up one extra map that get deleted here. But the rainfall, 1 to 2 inches for the northern half of the area. We're looking better here. I shouldn't say 1 to 2. I should have said a half an inch to 2 because I don't want to get you too excited and think you're definitely going to see an inch of rain. South, it's going to be a little bit less than that, but it is going to be pretty rainy. Before we hit that 7-day, let me go and grab my map here. There we go. Let's slip down here. Okay, this is the latest futurecast. This is going to, I'm just going to walk you through it. So scattered showers and storms as soon as 2 or 3 o'clock. So these don't look terribly robust, but it just takes 1 or 2 to cause a problem. I think we are going to see them increasing as we get later on into the afternoon. So about 5 o'clock, you got a couple of storms out there. Don't pick out your location here and say that this is definitely going to be hitting exactly where we're seeing here. This is a radar simulation. Yesterday, it had it right smack over Alexandria. Now it's more up toward Winfield at that time frame at 5 o'clock. So I'll continue on through this. You see those showers and storms out ahead of the main line, but then then there comes the big line, about 10, 11 o'clock. And notice this is a little bit slower than what I was saying yesterday. So showers and thunderstorms continuing on through the area, probably not exiting until about 2 o'clock. And then behind that, it's glorious, it's gorgeous, and I'm so excited to show you this 7-day forecast. Let me get to it. Check this out. Okay, 7-day forecast. Look at this low, 48 degrees Monday morning, upper 40s, 77 for your high tomorrow. It's going to be absolutely beautiful, so hopefully we skate through this thing without any big problems, because next week looks gorgeous. Low 80s, upper 70s, overnight lows in the 50s, and I'm telling you, I'm not going to post about it today because it's all about the severe threat today, but I am going to tell you that in about 2 weeks, I'm starting to see a strong signal for some much cooler air. Now, I know it doesn't look like that here, but I disagree with this map. I think by about the 29th or 30th, we're going to see a significant cold front come through, and I'll post more about this tomorrow, but this could bring lows way down in the 40s, maybe some highs in the 60s. So this would be our first kind of fall cold front, and that would coincide with the Halloween weekend there. Is it on a weekend? I don't know. I can't even know what day it is today. I think it's Saturday, I've heard. So above normal rain as well. It looks like we're going to get back into kind of a busy pattern here. So some good news for that. But if your roof does blow off, Mark, no, don't give him that number. You got to give him the other number. Let me give him a plug. This is the number that if you call that number, they know it's because I sent you there. So 731-3088. And then they'll know it was me, and they'll keep loving me. Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate that. And what about Colfax? Well, it's going to be right in the same, and that's the thing. I can't get specific on cities right now. I can tell you that the northern half of the area, it's going to be more likely to see issues, and the southern half will be a little less likely, but we all stand the chance to see a severe storm out of this one for today. So one more look at future track. Let's go for the next 15 hours here. Yeah, well, that'll cover us. All right, here we go. Tracking on through about 3, 4 o'clock. You can see it's going to be isolated by then, isolated to scattered, 30 to 40% coverage at about 4 p.m. And then those storms start to get a little stronger, and then you see that line forming out to the northwest, and that just kind of trudges through the area. So Toledo Bend around 9 o'clock. Let's see, Colfax, you're going to be probably 10 to 11. Here in Alexandria, more like 11, maybe 11 to 12. And then things, fortunately, they are going to take a little time to move through. So if you get an hour or two with moderate to heavy rainfall, again, you can easily see 2 inches fall out of this. I just want to be cautious and say that I think the range is more like a ½ inch to 2 inches. So not a boring forecast, finally. I know. And we got cool weather to talk about as well. Good morning to everyone. Let's go Hogs. Oh, come on. I shouldn't do this. I have an A&M shirt on under this. I have to cover it up. I know the LSU A&M game's coming up, and trust me, I want you guys to forget that my kids go there at that point, because I want you to still like me for who I am, not for my rooting interest because of my children. All right. Let's see. What do you think the next good chance of rain is going to be? I think the next good chance is probably going to be around the 24th, so about 6-7 days out. So right toward the end of the 7-day, and then just beyond that is when I'm kind of thinking that next solid rain chance will be. And then beyond that, we have a couple more threats in the next couple of weeks. Now, after that cold front clears through around the 30th, which, again, far out, so I don't want to sit here and act like I know that's going to happen for sure. But after that happens, I think we kind of cool off to the point where we're not going to see any of this summer heat return, so no more 90s and things like that. Actually, another fun fact is I get into this cool time of year, and I don't know why I'm just rambling, but hey, you're free to go whenever you want, but you can hang out and we can just talk. So I was looking at the record lows, and the first freeze we have ever experienced in Alexandria in history, in recorded history, was 1893, October 15th. So it's possible to get frost this early in the season. Now, that was 1893. I think tomorrow is the day of the first freeze in the 20th century, but you get it. It's getting to that stage of the year where the cold fronts come through and we cool off. How quickly do I think the storm will pass through the Coteau Lake area? Hour or two. It's not going to last long. Now, you could see an isolated storm this afternoon up until about 6 or 7, and oh gosh, I know some of you are I know what you're thinking. I didn't mean to say that. And some of you are very confused about the whole 6-7 thing, and so am I. So that was an accident. I didn't mean to do that. But I'm sure if my family's watching, they're laughing. I think it's going to be an hour or two after that, and then that's going to probably, in that area, be about 10 to midnight, something like that. Halloween night, if I'm throwing a guess out that early, I think it's going to be dry. I think it's going to be cool to chilly, maybe, like not 40s, not in the evening when you're trick-or-treating or whatever, but 50s. Kind of nice. The snow that you want, It's way up north. It's in Canada. It's in the mountains. I've seen a lot of good video and pictures of snow in the mountains, but we need it to build up there so then we can get that cold air to unlock and come down here. All right, I'm gonna get out of here now. I think we've answered some questions and had a little fun. I will see you back here probably. Let's see. Tom will do a stream, and then he'll be around for that early severe threat. If because again, I'm going to be in a dunk tank, and actually, I'm going to tell you exactly what the event is, so I don't say the wrong thing. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, here we go. Montgomery Animal Hospital plus hotel. So, yeah, they've posted. Yeah, they're starting it a little early. There's going to be a day. Okay, so join us for family night. You know what? I'll pull this up so you can see what I'm looking at. Okay, it's tough to see the small print there, but family night. It's at the Champion Sportplex in LeCount. This is Saturday, starting early now because of the weather at 5 p.m. They are monitoring the weather. I'm monitoring the weather, but they have a karaoke contest, sumo suits, dinner plates, Duncan booth, mechanical bull riding, and this is the Kinsley Marie Memorial Tournament is what we are out there for, and this is going to, all proceeds benefit St. Jude Research, Children's Research Hospital, and I will be in the dunking booth at 5:30. So if you want to come out there and dunk me, get out there. I mean, that's worth it, right? Okay, guys, that is actually it now. I will pull up the map again, but that's where I'm going to be tonight, and I will see some of you there. I'll see the rest of you probably as I live stream into the early hours of the morning, late hours of the night, whatever it is. I'll see you then.